space to boldly go where no man has gone before. It is the final frontier. Woo! Hey guys, what's up, man? It's Rockingtheblade here once again. What is up, everybody? I'm here to do a movie review of Justin Lin's Star Trek Beyond. But of course, as always, this movie will be spoiler heavy. If you have not seen the movie yet, please click away. Watch the movie and then come back to hear my thoughts on the matter. But before we get into everything about the movie and the plot and how good it is and all that good stuff and jazz, I want to address the elephant in the room, and that being the fact that this actor here, Mr. Anton Yelchin, I believe his name is, unfortunately, this man right here, sadly, is dead. It's unfortunately died in a freak accident. From what I remember, at least I hope I'm saying it right. He went to go check his mail. He put the car in park, but I guess there was a glitch with the system with that particular model. The car kept going forward, and it crushed him to death, killing him almost instantly. And it's the reason why, and I noticed the reason why, and they found him like this because his friends, he was supposed to be at this rehearsal thing. He never showed up, so they wanted to go home. So it's how to check on him, and they found him like that. And oh god, that is just a tough way to go. And of course, I hate to be that guy, but that company is gonna get their asses sued hard. So yeah, if I was that company, I'd lower it up because they're gonna get sued hard. Because, I mean, just damn. That's all I can say. It's truly tragic, and may he rest in peace. And of course, the guys already know Leonard Nimoy sadly died as well, and this has been a sucky year. This in general, it just sucks. It sucks. Trust me, it really blows. Because of the celebrity deaths and just deaths in general, it stinks. Alright guys, so let's get into the movie itself. All I gotta say is, Anton, may you rest in peace, my friend. Same to you, Leonard Nimoy. Rest in peace, you guys were incredible actors. Alright, let's get into the movie itself. Alright, remember, spoiler heavy, so please, if you guys in the movie, click away, come back once you've seen it so you can hear my thoughts on the matter. So, the movie starts off with Captain Kirk going to this alien planet, presenting like this, let's say there's like this thing here as it was like a little box like this. Well, not like this, but like it's a visual example. And like he was like offering it as a peace treaty. He opened it, revealing that it was like this big circular thing that was used to be part of a weapon. But in the culture, you offer up a piece of weapon as a way of bringing a peace treaty. The monster's like, so what happened to it? How'd you get it? Well, we found it. Like, you must have stolen it then. They're like, no, we didn't steal it. And, we didn't steal it. We're giving it, well, and even if we did, I didn't. Our unit didn't personally, and we're giving it back to you in the sign of peace. And of course, he wasn't hearing. He was like, this guy, he's out to kill us. He's out to murder us all. He's gonna wipe us all out. He's like, no, look, we come, I swear, we come in peace. We're not gonna do any of those sort of things. And like, you lie, and like he went to attack him, and you think it's this big monster. He's like a little guy. Like you see that teddy bear over there behind me, over there? Do you see that teddy bear? About the brown and white shirt and blue pants, about that size, attacking Captain Kirk. It was crazy. And he's like, beat me, like, Scotty, beat me the hell out of here. Beat me out of here. And like, it's getting crazy. And they got him out in time. He's like, what happened? And went to shit. And like, here, Spock, just put this in storage with other shit. And just, it's just crazy. So then, you're, Captain Kirk doing his log and stuff about how, he's been traveling in space for about a good 5 years. And he's kind of getting tired of it, He doesn't know when the next day starts or the next day begins. The day ends or begins, and he's feeling kind of burnt out, exhausted, and just very, he's burnt out from doing this for so long. And when he finally got back to, their main, Starfleet homeworld, he was all like, look, I want to do something else. I don't want to be a captain anymore. And do this anymore, And he was talking to his head generally and stuff. And like, well, I respect that, but we got to just, I respect your decision, and we'll transfer you as soon as you can. But before that happened, I believe, there was this girl that this girl on this alien ship coming straight to his homeworld, and then these people, she's coming really fast, and the plane's like, hey, to identify yourself. She's speaking like in this language, very frantic and scared, like, well, please calm down. They couldn't understand, so they went down to, so they got her, and like he's like, and they put her like in a facility, and they put this thing on her so they can translate what she's saying in Earth, in our language. Basically saying that, look, we're part of an expedition crew. We're on this planet, and we're suddenly attacked. I'm the only one that managed to escape. I need someone to please rescue my my crew. Please, please someone rescue my crew. And Captain Kirk hears about this and sees this, and then he's like, look, I'll give you the transfer and stuff. But after this mission, we really need your skills. Afterwards, I'll give whatever you want. She was like, and the guy was like, okay, but also before I retire, as I retire, I want the leadership to go to the captain, to go to Spock, because he's a good leader, really good guy, and I can depend on him, and he can be a great captain. She said, okay, I'll do that for you, but he has other thoughts in mind, because when they got there as well, so back to the home planet, everyone's going back to their loved ones and stuff, and finds out Sulu's gay. He had he had a little daughter. He had this guy that were hugging each other. They didn't kiss, but they were hugging each other. But from what I heard, they were like gay lovers they were like lovers for each other, which I didn't care. It was like a big controversy session. I'm like, who gives a shit, Hey man, as long as they're happy and have a happy child, they're a happy family together, who gives a shit? I'm like, because people are like, oh man, why are they making them gay? It's like, I'm like, I don't care. I really don't care. Like, oh look, he has a husband and a daughter. Big deal. And your point? Whatever. As long as they're raising that girl right, it's all that, he teach the right morals between right and wrong. It's all that matters. So who gives a shit? Anyway, that's my thought on that. Whatever. So anyway, everyone's going back to their people and stuff and whatever, and back to their families and stuff, and Spock gets called in and told him that Commander, the Spock from the alternate universe has died. He's died, and he just like, damn, I don't know what to do, and I don't know what to do, and they kind of him and his girlfriend kind of broke up, and he wants to he kind of broke up, which I'll get into that later. So then it's like, and everyone, they kind of broke up and stuff, but I'll get into that why later and stuff. But he's like, oh, by the way, and she's like, I'll give, before she, as I was breaking up, like, I want to give this back to you. Like, no, it's a gift. I want you to keep it. And Bones was like, did you guys break up? He's like, I don't know, you're concerned. Listen, if an Earth girl says it's not you, it's me, it's definitely you. They just kind of fucking with him. So then finally, they're like, okay. Kirk told everyone about the mission, so they go to do the the rescue mission. So they're going in, all of a sudden, they see this weird swarm of shits, kind of like a swarm of bees and stuff. It was really, really weird, and it was like, what the hell is that? And what is that? And I don't know. And they're trying to talk to it, but it's working these weird sounds of they don't get what's going on, and they try to talk to it, and pretty soon they start shooting at them and attacking them. So of course they're obviously trying to defend themselves, fire back, but before they manage to escape, they got swarmed like bees, on a honeycomb. They were just on the ship. That's what these soldiers were coming into these pods, coming in, shooting soldiers with these crazy, killing with these crazy weapons and stuff. I mean, it was like crazy laser fights and like it was gotten so bad that you see the ship unfortunately just break apart. It was like so depressing to watch. You know, I saw the other two movies, which I love, by the way, and it's thanks to J.J. Abrams that he made me give a damn about Star Trek. I love J.J. Abrams' Star Trek. It is awesome. I don't care what people say. And to see that ship get destroyed, it was like, I kind of know how people of Star Trek fans feel when they saw that ship got destroyed before. Even though it happened before, but, you know, to see it happen, it's like seeing the Millennium Falcon get destroyed. You know, it's like, even though it hasn't happened yet, I hope it never does, but it hurts. You know, it's like seeing something you love and cherish getting ripped apart, and it sucked. But, you know, people got to escape pods, but these things were like taking them and stuff, and like, what the hell's going on? What's happening? I'm like to myself, like, what's happening here? You know, like and they were going after he managed to steal the he snatched he stole the remember that the thing they offered the appreciation the monsters where they all batshit crazy. He came for that. And Spock saw it and like, hey man, and Spock radio Kirk, hey, they're after that. Remember the peace tree, the disabled weapon from we tried to get to the aliens and they got upset. So yeah, that alien's here for that. He's come to take it. So but I had to escape. You know, I was like, but you know they like trying to abandon ship and stuff, and they got to Kirk and him got to a fight, but then one of the girlfriend of Spock pressed his button so they could separate. So that way he gonna get to Kirk. And he thought he had the weapon, but he opened it. It was empty. So he had, Kirk had it with him, and he went to this alien like, here, I need you to do something for me. She was like, okay, sure, no problem. Which I'll tell you what she did for him later in the movie. So then everyone like is scattered into this. They managed to land on the planet where they were trying to go to, and everyone is scattered. It was like everyone's scattered, and the ones that survived the crash got captured. It was like intense though, because you see people flying. Part of the ship blowing up, people flying into space. It was like, it was wow. It was really intense. And so then finally they crash landed. Sky's like one of the first people to land. And he tried to get his surroundings, and all of a sudden these two thugs are trying to we're gonna like rob him, and this white alien, like white. But about this color, like pale looking alien came by with the black, marks you see from the trailer, with his staff beating the crap out of him. She had this clone device, like being everywhere. He's like, like sleight of hand stuff, like tricking him, and she had to beat the crap out of him, overpower them. He's like, yeah, you better run. And then he's like, please don't take that stuff. He's like, please, I need that. He's like, the gun. Like, okay, well, I'm being generous. You take it. He's like, wait a minute, what's that? I'm of Starfleet, what's that symbol? I'm of Starfleet. I'm of engineering. I'm fixing that. I know what that means. So you know how to fix things? She's like, yes. I got separated from my crew. I'm looking for them. And he was like, listen, if you fix this thing for me, I'll help you find your crew. He's like, okay, great. It's the best offer I have, so I'll come with you. So they go together, and so then meanwhile, you see Bones and Spock together, and Bones got out of the pod, and you notice that like with Batman, but except worse, Spock had like a metal thing on his side as well. That's the common thing here in both these movies. They got shit in them, which is bad. And luckily Spock made like a medical kit, and ripped it out of him. And he's like, yeah, I gotta stop the bleeding. And he's like, hey, Kurt, what's your favorite color? He's like, why? And he said that he puts this metal thing so they can stop to close the wound. And he's like, why'd you do that? He's like, well, I heard a wives' tale that if you surprise someone with pain, it'll hurt less. And he's like, well, according to your theory, and Kirk was like, Spock was like, according to your theory, what you just said, that's full of, as you would say, horse shit. I mean, that didn't work. So they managed to carry him to a different place to kind of escape the area. Meanwhile, Kirk and the young guy, that one that died, I forget his name, his character, the young actor that died, I showed you, he was with Captain Kirk, and the alien that was needed help from the distress call, and he was like suspecting. He's like, I know you had and he pointed out, I know you were part of this. In some ways, like, listen, I didn't know. Look, okay, yes, I didn't know about the attack, but as I said, if I lead you to this planet, and we lead you to this planet, they'll let my people go. It's like, and like, Captain, please, she's, Captain, what do you want to do? And like, he's like, okay, fine, but you're staying with us to keep my eye on you. She's like, that's fair enough. So then they figure out that said, what do we do now, Captain? Like, I'm gonna go back to the ship because part of the ship survived, so we can maybe pinpoint where our crew is at. So then, meanwhile, we go to the they got captured. They got captured and stuff, and you see this head aliens guy. He's like I use your he's like, don't worry, it's like, well, your people are weak. You speak of peace, but you're not really peaceful. You're not really peaceful at all. And she's like, man, you attacked us first. You attacked the Federation. It's an act of war. It's like, whoa. And he's like, whatever. He's like, the captain will find us, and he will not bring mercy upon you. He's like, I'm counting on it. He's quote from the trailer, and also he was showing so that they put him in their prison cells, and then she shows. So meanwhile, it's going back to I think Scotty. Scotty goes to the ship, and she goes like she takes it to his home, and it was like a ship, like one of the old, like a cargo ship. It was like a ship that missing a long time ago, which that'll be a big part into the plot later. Which I'll get to later. It hasn't been fixed. He's like, no, I'll try to fix it for you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he uses the stuff to find your home and stuff. So while he's helping her with that, they escape. It's like, this little alien friend of Scotty's sneezed on this door, and Spock's girlfriend and Mr. Sulu manages to escape the area. They go into to try to find the bearings and figure out where they're at, and they found some of their equipment from the ship. So they put out a stress signal, but unfortunately they got caught by aliens before they could do anything else. They got taken back to the alien. They had an alien leader. He's like, that signal ain't going nowhere. I knew you were going to do that, so I made sure that it was to go nowhere. So then he's like, I'm going to show you, and then show you that these people are weak and pathetic. I'm going to use it for what I really need. So what he did was, he's kind of like Cell, because he got these two people hanging upside down from the crew, and he was absorbing them, like absorbing them so he can get younger. It was like creepy, man. It was creepy shit. It was creepy as hell. And some people like his design. I like the design. I thought he was really cool looking and stuff. He looked really creepy and menacing, man. He was like one evil dude. And meanwhile, Captain Kirk and a young kid with the alien that needed help went to the ship. They snuck in. He's like trying to reroute the system to where they can find out where it's at. So he had to come with me real quick, and it's like what do you need? I hit the weapon here, so let me just open it and get it out. And she kneed Kirk right in the face, and then she tried to take it. And she pulled a gun on him and got this gun. He's like, huh? I was working. So you've been working with him, huh? He's like, that's right. I've been working with that alien the leader all along. She opened up. It realized it was empty. He's like, huh? That's why I had a feeling. So I drew you. I exposed you so that way to show your true colors. And the young guy that was with Captain Kirk was like, Miss, please drop the weapon. And she had to but she called. Oh, before that, she called back up. Hey, I found the weapon. Come here. But then it came. But luckily, he got the weapon from her and stuff. And then the aliens came, so they kind of scattered, shooting, and they were pressing these buttons and stuff. And they're pressing these buttons and stuff to make it and shoot this engine so it can fly off the cliff and fly the slope thing. And they managed to go off, jump out. It was really epic shit. And then they managed to escape. Unfortunately for the alien girl that needed help, got crushed by the ship, so she didn't survive that. And so then they managed to escape with their lives. Meanwhile, going back to Spock Bones. I know there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of back and forth here. Bones was really good in this movie, by the way. Kyle Urban, I don't know the actor's name, did a good job. So they go to this like a hut where it seemed like he like where the weapon originated from, and Kirk Spock got really hurt and pain. And he's like, Bones was like, damn it, Spock. You know, this is only a temporary fix. This is not gonna help out. You know, it's not. You know, it's only a temporary fix. You know what I'm saying? So you can't move around like all willy nilly. And then he told Bones that, you know, Commander the Ambassador Spock died, and you know the reason why him and his girlfriend broke up because, you know, he wanted create more, you know, little Spock alien babies to kind of continue along this race. And he's like look, and like, you want to retire and leave, and then also retire and leave to do that. And he's like, oh man, you know, have you told Captain Kirk? He's like, well, because they wanted to talk to each other. Oh, I bet you a while back, you know, after the monologue of him being on space long, they wanted to talk to each other, but something came up, so we had to like put it on hold. Like, look, we need to talk later. Like, don't worry, let's make a meeting to talk later. It's like, oh, okay. And so now, you know, he's like telling Lee, you know, Kirk needs you, man. You're part of the glue that holds his crew together. You know, he really needs you. And he's like, yeah, I know. It was like, you know, personally, you know, I wouldn't care, but it's like, he needs you, man. So I hope you can stay, at least not for me, but for him. And you know, and it was a deep conversation. It was really nice. So then, luckily, so meanwhile, going back to Kirk and Captain Kirk and this young guy, they fall for a trap. And he's like, oh, someone tripped the white alien knows that, she knows that someone tripped the trap. And like, he's like, and she was like, she stood this guy, like, do you know them? Like, oh yeah, they're part of my friends. She breaks free of them, and like, they got inside the ship, and like, oh, it was like, oh, and then they finally know more. Oh, this is one of the ships that got abandoned and stuff, and so that way they can like track it and stuff. Maybe we can track the people. Maybe track some people that survived. Like, yeah, sure. So then they were like trying to track it and stuff. And all of a sudden, as they're walking, you know, Kirk and not Kirk, but like Spock and Bones were walking out of trying to find the crew. These alien ships were coming by, and they're going to shoot him. It was like, well, at least I won't die alone. And luckily, the young guy that was with Captain Kirk noticed their coordinates, and managed to find them, and like was beaming him into that old ship, because at least the beaming part still works. But it's like, it's for cargo, but we got this just a little bit, and we could get him to beam him here. So so Spock got beamed first, and Bones was like, son of a bitch. He's like, come on. But luckily he got beamed too. And he's like, what happened? He's like, why you beam us both? He's like, well, it's always meant for cargo, and I didn't want to beam you guys both, because you guys got spliced together and shoved me into an abomination. So that's why we beamed you guys one at a time. And then so luckily all the crew's getting back together. Meanwhile, back with the alien, I think before the alien that betrayed Captain Kirk died, I think he told them that that's not here. She might know where it's not there. So then I think the alien figured out, okay, so if it's not in the ship, then one of the crew members must have it. So he grabbed Mr. Sulu, and he's like, sorry, it's over. She's like, no, someone. If I'm gonna count to 10, by the time I hit 10, his life will be sucked out of him. So someone better give me what I want. And she's like, and you know, Spock's girlfriend was like, no, please don't kill him. It's like, what? He's like, and the alien was like, the alien that, you know, Kirk needed help with was like, wait, and she opened her back of her head, and it turns out she was hiding the weapon piece in her head. So he took it from it, and he let Sulu go, thank God. So he was okay. He was a little shaken up, but he was all right. And he got the weapon, and he took the girl, Spock's girlfriend, and the alien that was hiding the weapon to this thing. I want to show you the weapon and what it can do. And what it did was, what happened was, they went out. They walked outside, telling how, you know, he's the Federation done, but hypocrites and they'll betray you in an incident stuff. Which maybe maybe he was involved in some way and got betrayed. I don't know what, but it was just a lot of clues and stuff. So then, what was it? So then, they let the Spock's girlfriend was outside. It was outside with these two aliens, but they forced his girl to stay inside this pod, and he put the key and opened up like he's like evil. These swarm of like bugs came out and just devoured her. Like it was like bug piranhas in a way, because they devoured her like in an instant. Like, it was like almost instantaneous. You just see her just getting devoured. It was like gruesome and shit. I mean, it didn't show too much, but it was on the edge, and it was like it's really terrible. Like with this weapon, we'll take over the world and stuff. And but luckily Spock is like, hey, they're trying to figure out how to find them and stuff. And it's like, and it was like, I know. Oh, I have a necklace that can track. I can track my girlfriend. It's like, no, Spock was like, I can track my girlfriend. And he's like, what do you mean? Like, well, I have a necklace that gives off radiation. But isn't that dangerous? Like, don't worry, it's not harmful to humans. It's not harmful to humans. But it's not strong enough radiation to where you can sense it. And excuse me. So they tracked the the young guy that was with Captain Kirk tracked it, and oh yeah, it's right here in this area. They're in this area. The kid is going to save them. But does anyone know how to get there though? And it's like, I do, but I don't want to go back. But why? We need to go there. She's like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go back. And she explained that her people were captured and killed, and she was the only one that managed to survive. They were trying to make an escape, but one of the aliens killed her dad. But the alien did it in a fight. But thanks to his sacrifice, the dad sacrifice, he managed to escape. Look, listen, I know I'm sorry about your dad, but if you don't stop these guys, more people besides your dad will die. And I'm pretty sure that your dad wouldn't want that. After Scotty talked, convinced her, they went on to go and save the crew. So they went there, and it was epic. It was pretty epic, and they were like causing this, distractions and stuff, and like there was like epic fights everywhere. And she let and he had and before that he found Captain Kirk like an old motorcycle, and he used it as a distraction to distract the aliens, and it was really cool and stuff. And that way the other guys can sneak in and find the crew and beam them out. So Kurt was like she gave Kurt this thing, so he was like the shadow clones, like, so he was like everywhere and stuff. So they couldn't fit. The aliens were shooting at these clone of Kirks, but they couldn't figure out which was who. While being distracted, those Spock and Bones were getting the people on this platform so they could beam them back to the old ship they found. So, but they only do 20 at a time, so they like beam that one set and another set, and Spock like, okay, Bones, you keep directing, I'm gonna find my girlfriend, and you ran these aliens, you fought one off, other one surprise attack Spock, and her girlfriend hit Spock's girlfriend hit an alien in the head. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm here to save you, and like she grabbed him and stuff back to the portal, and was like, and she had an epic fight with the alien that killed her dad. They were fighting back and forth. He's like, before he got to the fight, he's like, go and arm the weapon. So that guy went to his ship and he went to the ship to go fly out to destroy the Federation homeworld. So she went to fight him off, and they noticed and by while Kirk and his wife, he noticed he was being beamed. They're like, oh, he's like, tell her we gotta hurry up. And she did like a flying knee on this dude and kicked him off this high building, so that guy was gonna die. And he jumped up and grabbed her so that way they could both get vapor, get into the get transport together, and then he grabbed her just in time to transport right back onto the ship with the cargo. So they got everybody, and they had to fix up the ship and stuff. And I went to go chase after the plane. And it's really awesome. It's like, oh, and earlier while Scotty was fixing the ship, they were playing a Public Enemy song from an old radio and stuff. It was really cool. So anyway, he's like, and Captain Kirk was like, you sure you can fly this ship, Mr. Sue? Like, are you kidding me, sir? I can fly anything. So like they went on this high area. They went down and it was sloped down. All this shit. It's this tall like mountain. It was like sloping down. It was like this. And literally, Zulu Man pulled up in time and make it into orbit to chase after the alien the leader. And he's like, man, we gotta do something though. We gotta figure out how to disrupt because they figured out that eventually the signals that he did was to talk to each other. We can follow disrupt. We figured that we need loud noise. And it's kind of like I got this thing. So they put this noise and they put this the boombox of loudspeakers so that it can like blast on the ship. And they play a Beastie Boys song, and it was like just they couldn't communicate. And oh no, they were shooting at him, and they were like getting all confused. And what happened was because while they were escaping, Bones and Spock managed to Bones and Spock managed to hijack on the alien ship and landed on Earth, not Earth, but landed on the planet that they were marooned on, and Spock needed Bones to fly the ship again. And Bones he's like, damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a pilot, and he managed to beam them on the ship, and they hijacked it again. And that's how they figured out how the ship works and how to disrupt it. So they played the song, the Beastie Boys song. They're like flying over and destroying all the alien ships, and it was so epic while the Beastie Boys was playing. But unfortunately, the head alien got away. They managed to chase him down, and managed to chase him down and stuff. And managed to look at the man to shoot down his ship, and he was like escaping. So as they landed down and try to figure out what it is, it was like an old footage of the original crew that was there, of that ship playing. And Sky is like, wait a minute, why do these guys look familiar? So you look into it, turns out this guy was an old member like them, but from a long time ago. But then they got crash landed in his ship and they got abandoned, and I guess some kind of virus affected him to the point where he can absorb people and live longer. Because that's what happened. He was like a former member of, and it's the guy who played what's his name? Remember Thor, the Thor's guard, that big black dude that was like Thor's guard and stuff in the Thor movies. Yeah, he was the bad guy of that movie. He was a former member, but he felt like he got crashed in his ship. He tried to send signals, but no one came, I guess, or they couldn't reach out far enough to reach them, and he felt like the Federation abandoned him, so he wanted to get revenge on them for abandoning him and stuff and his crew. So they figured this out, and he trying to go in the middle of this space thing to and arm his weapons so he can destroy the whole planet. But luckily, Scotty's trying to go to this area to shut it down so that way it won't happen. And Kirk's put this emergency thing on, and meanwhile while Spock and Bones on his little ship. So they did this weird portal thing, this little tube thing, and then Kirk and him are fighting him, and he's telling him, man, what you're doing is wrong. Look, we didn't abandon you, He's and basically, why are you doing this? Hold on. He's well, we got weak, I'm a general, what I'm saying is I'm a general, I'm used to fighting, not being some kind of exploration captain, but it's but Kirk's you won the war. That's the point of fighting in war. It's to achieve peace, one of those guys that's addicted to war pretty much, and he managed to kick him into this pod thing, this space with the thing with it. But Kurt was lying again. He started holding on for dear life, but luckily Captain Spock and Bones managed to get Captain Kirk in time and managed to save him and stuff, and thus saved the day. And in the end, Bones, Captain Kirk, realized he had so much fun and he wanted to stay, so he decided to change his mind, decided to stay. So did Spock. And then what made him change his mind was he got a little gift. As they were telling the ambassador Spock died, he got a final gift before, as a gift as he died. When he died, they gave him a gift from Spock to the young Spock, and when young Spock looked at it, it was a picture of the original Star Trek crew from the TV show. It was really cool, so he decided, you know what, I'm gonna stay. And him and his girlfriend decided to stay, and it's and he's you guys want to go back out there? He's yep, let's go back there and discover more space. And the girl, and offer the white alien her a chance to to join the crew. She's like, sure. And she joined, and like, and of course, they say like space, the frontier, where no man's gone before, and then cut to black, and it ends. So overall, the movie was fantastic, and I admit I was worried at first. So that was Star Trek Beyond overall, because originally the first two, as we know, was done by J.J. Abrams. Also did Force Awakens. He did an incredible job with that, along with Star Trek and Into Darkness. So Beyond of it worked. It was done by Justin Lin. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Justin Lin did a great job with Fast, I believe 70. I believe he did. But I wasn't sure how he was going to do with the sci-fi aspect of movies. Because we know he could do a good racing like car movie, but we're not sure if he's going to do a good sci-fi movie. Case in point, because the director that did Casino Royale did Green Lantern, and you know how that turned out. So I'm worrying, oh man, don't tell me like he's gonna do a Green Lantern and he doesn't understand the universe of these characters and he's gonna fuck it up. But luck, I think what helped it was the fact that J.J. Abrams was the producer of the movie, so that helped it out, making it, you know, in my opinion, the best of this series. In my opinion, though some people disagree, some people say the original is better than Into Darkness, but we can't deny it's been a great trilogy of Star Trek movies, and it broke, in my opinion, the Star Trek curse. And if you don't know what the Star Trek curse is, the Star Trek curse was for every time there was a movie came out, there will one be a good movie, the next one will be really bad, then really good, then really bad, then really good. So it was like that in there was that concept. It was those people calling it the Star Trek curse. Because Star Trek movies didn't really get good to the Wrath of Khan, the second one, because the first one, which I was so boring and slow, I couldn't get into it. But the second one was really good, which I haven't seen though. But I gotta see. The kind of heard is really good. But yeah, this one with Beyond was really, really good, and it's been back to back to back really good movies, and not great movies. And in my opinion, thanks to Into Darkness, in my opinion, it broke the Star Trek curse. We have back to back good Star Trek. Now 3 back to back to back good Star Trek movies. So that curse is to me all done and over with. So overall, Justin Lin, dude, you did a great job with Beyond, man. You did a great job. Thank you, JJ, for making me give a damn about Star Trek. You did a good job producing it. I can't wait to see what is next for the franchise. Overall, go see it. In my opinion, it's the best of the franchise, the best of Star Trek movie out to date. In my opinion, not one of the best, not the best. It's definitely a must see, to say the least. Yeah, that's my thoughts, man. Overall, it's a great Star Trek movie. Go check it out. It's definitely worth your time and money. Alright, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. That's my review of Star Trek Beyond. And as always, guys, is Rockingtheblade signing out. Hope to see you guys real soon. And also, once again, rest in peace, Leonard Nimoy and Anton. You guys will be missed. Rest in peace, guys. Oh, and obviously at the end credits, they did say rest in peace in honor of those two great actors. Rest in peace, guys. You did great in your art cinema, and may you rest in peace. Alright, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out.